versus unranked battle coming up here. And you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. The Huskers ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Miami's offense will get first crack at it today. Malachi Tony, every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, he's amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. The throw to the outside is complete.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
What this offense was looking for sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there they do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise the offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
On the snap, it's Fletcher. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Trying to bull his way in. He made the grab but couldn't punch it into the end zone, and the defense gets a stop and gets the football back. The Cornhuskers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, and you talk Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp, to just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game. They've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys. A Hall of Famer you get to work with, you get to develop. So it's almost plug and play every year, man. Now you're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll try the left side. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Throwing, Mensah. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. On target over the middle.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. A receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Mensah. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. The lead is now 5 here in the first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The screen, he can go. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Pulls it in, it's Fletcher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a...
Makes the grab in their space.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the quick completion. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're testing the right side here. There's a little room there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his man. It's Barney. There he goes. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Lofton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with completion and gets the big 1st down.
Throwing, Mensah. Pucks it out of the air. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Hand off for Brown. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Pringle. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
That's a great sign for this offense, man.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lofts one deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man?
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? Mensah throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Steps away. Fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. A give to Brown. Picks up the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Cornhuskers head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Got it set up on the outside. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Now they'll run the draw. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Here's Mensah to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Sweet punt there. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one is perfect. The lead is now back down to 9.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Cotton. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Here's a gift to Lyle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Lyle one more time. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most important.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up fourth.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. One thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, will see how they adjust. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Motion from the wide receiver. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The play action fake. Looking left. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. As we head to the 4th, these 2 standout wide receivers have been very productive, both scoring touchdowns as we head into the final period. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final To the air, it's Calandria. Fires on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to tile up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this fourth down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on fourth down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rofton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Canes lining up, just needing a few tough edges on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Could be an alley. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
To the air, it's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Barney. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really...
Time to take a shot. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll be stopped, and before the celebration for the turnover gets out of hand, we better have a look at that flag. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The Cornhuskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Nebraska! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. There's a crease. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Under fire. Breaks loose. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Huskers in the hurry-up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Everybody, 22.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first.
Caught, and he's got room. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's the best formation you practice every single week, because you know the ball game